So in this video, I just want to go over what I call an isolated object here on Etsy. So isolated objects are when two objects that have a very clear relationship, there's no navigation between them. You can't go from one to the other. You can't use that contextual navigation. So in this case, what I have here is I have a review. So this is a review in the state of incomplete. So it's basically asking me to review, but I'm in the process, right, of reviewing it. So I can call this thing here a review that is in the state of incomplete. The problem with this is the relationship between a review and the thing that is being reviewed, the product that's being reviewed, is a very clear relationship, right? A thing has many reviews. A review is about one thing. So here's the thing that I'm reviewing, and I see an image of it. I see a little bit of the title. I see some information from the order. So it's giving me some order dates. So it's actually pulling also like a relationship, but there's the item, and then there's the order that was placed that included that item. So an order can also have many things. So it's also pulling information from the order object. So a lot going on in this little bit of UI here. So the disconnect here, the reason that I call this product an isolated object is I can't click through to this. So I can't actually go and navigate to the product that I'm reviewing. Now, let's say I've ordered a lot of stuff on Etsy. I don't remember what this is. Or in this particular use case, I got this drawer, this little set of drawers, and there was water damage on the back. And I want to go to see the original post about it, the original product post about it, look at that description and see, did I just miss that? Did they tell me that there was water damage on the back and I just missed it? Because that's going to affect my review, right? If they didn't mention that there was water damage and there was water damage, I'm going to give it a lower review versus like, I just didn't do my due diligence, which is a very, very likely case that I just didn't read the description and it did say that there was water damage. So I want to navigate to this thing. Now, I can see that these recently favorited, there it is. So I can, use my deductive reasoning and detective work here to click on this and maybe get to the description. We'll see about that. So I'm not ready to review this and I absolutely can't click on it. So the problem here is that there's a clear connection between review and product. And right now the navigation is broken between those. The navigation is severed. I can't actually jump from the review to the actual product. This image should be clickable. It should take me right to the product detail. Theoretically, this as well. And honestly, as far as a visual display, we're mixing a lot of information here. We're mixing information about an order, about a product, and about a review. And we're kind of squooshing it all together. So what this thing is becomes a little bit muddy. I would like to move these things around a little bit just to make it very clear. Here's the product. And here's the review, your pending review about this product, and potentially even clearly showing that this is the order that this product is from. Right now, it's just all kind of mooshed together. So if I did want to see this, let's say it wasn't showing here, what would I do? I'd probably go to my orders, purchases, and reviews and find it that way. Let's see if I can do that. You're going to see all my stuff. So and what I'm looking at purchases. Are these considered orders? Is a purchase and an order? What are they? So it's interesting. So we got labels here. We got some weird labels here. So we got purchases and reviews. Those are two different things. And then here we have from order June 1, 2021. We're using a different word, right? So if I'm like going to look for my orders, we're just, using two different labels, which there's no reason for that. So I'm wondering, are these my orders? So it says here on June 1, 2021, let's use the same term. Okay. So here this is basically a list of purchases. So is it a purchase? Is it an order? Just pick a term, use the term that makes the most sense. I would probably call this an order, and I would call it an order here, and I would call it an order here. Just reinforce things to me so I don't have to kind of stop and pause and think about that. So here, I want to review this item. It looks like here I can click on it actually. So if I click into here, oh no, wait, what? Wait, did I click that? I click here. It does not go to the listing. It goes to Smith & Sons. So what would that be? That's just, I mean, that's linking the wrong thing to the wrong thing. I don't even have a word for that. That's basically, I mean, vintage 5-drawer oak compartment. I would assume that it would go to the listing of the vintage 5-drawer oak compartment and not Smith & Sons. Where does this go? Does this go to the vintage 5-drawer? No, that goes to Smith & Sons. Okay. And I get it that this is sold out, that there's like, I mean, like this one, they make multiple of these. I don't think that this was, or this one definitely they make multiple of these. So and see, that's kind of shape-shifting going on there, right? So in this case, it goes to the detail page of that thing because, and again, like I have to use my deductive reasoning here, right? That this, I'm going to the detail page because they create many of them, right? This one is a one-of-a-kind item. So for some reasons, they decided that I would, because it's a one-of-a-kind item, I shouldn't go to the detail page. I should go to the detail page where it says sold out, or even better, it says like, you bought this on this day. So what if I click on the image? How do I get to see the description of this thing? I actually can't figure it out. Let's go back to the main page. Click on this. I really went to messages, and now I'm in this. This is sort of the detail page. Sorry, this item is sold out. See item details. Oh my Lord, similar items on Etsy. So if I do see item details, so this is the page that I needed to go to. What is that crazy gradient blinking at me? And here's where I can go and see, did they actually tell me? Do you see water damage? Has a great work-life patina. Does not tell me that there's water damage. Is it in the images? It does. Is that the back? No. It shows it kind of here popping out, but I definitely did not see that. So it really, they did show this. Okay, it's chipped there. That's nice. That's nice. But they should have really let us know that there was water damage on the back and this panel was actually popping out, which is fine. But, they should just let you know that. And so here also, it shouldn't say this item is sold out. It should be contextual. You bought this item and time to do yoga, and bring that review piece over here. So that they would, you bought this item. Would you like to review it? It should be on this page as well. So if I went, so how I would want this to work, as I said before, I would kind of, what is that gradient? Redesign this just a little bit to make it really clear. What are the things? What are the relationships between the things? Not overcomplicating it or anything, but not just mooshing all the data together from multiple different objects. Then I would make it very easy to click through to the details, click through to that screen that we were just on, and then the ratings should carry over with me, right? So that module, that like banner at the top should bring the ratings over. So that's how I would make this work in a more object-oriented fashion. Hope this was helpful and inspires you to avoid these isolated objects and make sure you really map out the connections between the objects. How does the user think about the connections between these objects? How does it just work in the business? And make sure that you are you're accurately reflecting that in the navigation.